You can be whatever God wants you to be. You can do whatever God is calling you to do, and you can have whatever God has given you to have. The secret lies in seeking God. To seek God successfully, you need to understand how to pray. To seek God successfully, you need to understand also how to get into some dimensions in prayer. One of the ways to get into that dimension of prayer is fasting. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to fast successfully.
You need to be more so you can do more. And you need to do more so you can have more.
Hi, my name is Ruth Ebe. You're welcome to my channel where I share tips and stories to help you be better, do better, and have better in this life and in the life to come. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been watching my videos, welcome back, and thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you very much for commenting. Now let's dive straight into the topic. To fast successfully, you need to know what to do before a fast, during the fast, and after a fast. In this video, I'm going to be sharing how to prepare for a fast, how to conduct yourself during the fast, and then also what to do after your fast is over. So before the fast, there are 4 things you need to do. First of all, you need to set your objective. There has to be a reason for the fast. When purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So if you don't have a purpose for your fast, you might abuse the whole time. You might just do it, lackadaisically. You might not even, invest yourself into the process. So set an objective. There has to be a reason why you're fasting. There has to be a clear reason why you're seeking God through fasting. So you have to specify it and write it down. The second thing you need to do is you need to understand the commitment you're going to make in fasting. There are different kinds of fasting. You can fast food. Some people fast social media. Some people fast all sorts. So you have to ensure that you've made the commitment. How long and what are you denying yourself from? You have to ask these questions and then decide and make a commitment to what you have decided. Even the duration of your fast, you need to commit to it. If you're going to start the fast and close the fast during the day, or you're going to have a stretch of days without eating, or if you're going to just take liquids, whatever it is you're denying yourself of, you have to commit to it. So make those commitments and be sure about them. The third thing you need to do is to prepare yourself spiritually. You need to take out some time and look into yourself, have some times of prayer and reflection, and prepare yourself and talk to God about what you're entering into, so that your mind and your spirit can be conditioned and aligned into what that exercise you're about to embark on, because it's something that engages your spirit. So if your spirit is not prepared to take it, if you've not put yourself in that position, there might be hindrances, and so you have to clear that out. The fourth thing you need to do is prepare yourself physically. You've been eating and eating all these days, and for you to deny yourself of food some days, you really need to prepare for it. Your body is used to eating. Your body is used to getting food coming. And if you just suddenly cut out food, your body might not be ready to handle it. So you need to prepare yourself physically as well. So you have to start cutting down on food, gradually enter into it. So make sure that you have prepared yourself fully physically. You might even also want to consult a physician or your doctor to tell them about your plans, and then you can do a check just so that you're sure that you're physically fit to carry out that exercise, because it is actually a very strenuous physical exercise, even strenuous spiritual one as well. Now we're going to go into what to do during the fast. The fifth thing to do to fast successfully is put yourself on a schedule. You have to be able to condition every activity, condition everything you do. You have to watch everything you do during the fast. Physically, you're not getting the amount of energy that you get normally, so you have to limit your physical activity. If you need to exercise, you need to exercise very moderately. Don't strain yourself, don't stretch yourself further than you physically can, or else it can affect you. The other thing you need to do is you need to rest. Fasting is very, very synonymous with rest. What you're doing with fasting is that you're letting your digestive system rest, so that your spirit can be awakened to some of the things that you're not usually awakened to when you're filled with food and all that. So that rest is very key. You need to schedule time for resting. You need to schedule time to just be quiet in the presence of God so you can receive things. The time of fasting is not the time to put so many things on your schedule. No, that's the time to take a break. And so please note that there has to be rest incorporated into your schedule. The next thing to do is prepare yourself. All the activities you're going to do, make sure that you're prepared for them, or that you have to do them, are available. As much as possible, prepare ahead so you will not get into some stress and tension trying to get something that you hadn't planned into your schedule. So prepare yourself properly for that season so that you will not have so much that will strain you, so much that will take you away from the schedule. Finally, you need to expect some physical discomfort. That's one thing a lot of people don't expect. They are not prepared for when they go into fasting. And sometimes, people say they can't take it any longer and then they just have to rush. They feel like, in fact, fasting sometimes makes you feel like you're about to die. I remember a time when I went on a 3-day fast. By the second day, I thought I would die. I actually literally thought I was about to die. But because I knew that, you're to expect some physical discomfort, I expected it, and even though it seemed like I would die, I knew I wouldn't die. And by the time I slept that second day and woke up the third day, it was like, man, I was floating in the air because, I expected that rough patch of discomfort and it passed. So expect some discomfort and rest assured that that will come and it will pass and you'll feel better. The next thing to do is break your fast gradually. Don't just dive into some heavy food. You have to, gradually break and ease into the end of the fast by taking juices, broths, and things that you can easily just light things. Start with light foods before you go into the heavy foods so that your body can come back gradually, because heavy foods can actually cause more harm after your fast if you break with heavy foods. We heard about a guy who broke a fast, I think a 3-day fast, and he just went to take a very heavy meal and something happened in his system, and it was so bad that the guy lost his life after that situation, and it was really, really terrible. So please break your fast gradually. You wouldn't want to complete a fast only to die in the end. The principle of fasting is to expect results. You can't go into all that fast. Remember, the first step was that you should set an objective for fasting. And when you set that objective, by faith, expect result. As you're coming out of that fast, tell yourself that this is what I'm going to see. This is what is going to manifest. One thing you need to know about fasting is that fasting doesn't change God. Fasting changes you. Fasting helps you see clearly the things God has put in store for you. Fasting doesn't change God. Fasting changes you. You are the one that changed. You are the one that sees clearly. You are the one that sees clearer. You are the one that senses things better, sharper. Your sensitivities are sharper, and that's what fasting does. It makes your senses sharper so you can receive those things that are already in store. It's just like coming into a room if you're blind or you can't see or something's covering your eye. You come into a room, you can be groping. So when you're filled and when you're distracted with so many things or in the world, you're groping, in the dark. But what fasting does is that it takes away whatever is covering your eye, and you're able to see better. And you see the things that are in store, things that you didn't have access to because you weren't seeing clearly. Suddenly you begin to have access to it. So expect those results. Expect those outcomes after your fasting. Don't just go into a fast without expecting anything. If you've had your experiences in fasting and you have something to comment about, drop your comment or questions at the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. See you in my next video. Bye.